One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to McGurk Alumni Stadium in Amherst, home to the UMass Minutemen. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So UMass's offense will go to work first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game.
A lot of room to the right. Inside the slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass! And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hold and finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Here's the handoff. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. There he goes. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, UMass! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department here.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Thrust that arm out. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the play fake. Got a man. It's Odom. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Rebels decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Slips through the line. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position.
Holding, receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Hairston. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Beebe. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him, then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving him.
And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Nice move there. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Rebels have it with a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Touchdown, Rebels! The offense cashing it in on that drive. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
UMass 14, Ole Miss.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The UMass offense returns to the field. Finds a tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Houston. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's good. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the option. The pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Haas. Powers through the defender. Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different...
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Ole Miss! Man, did he get walloped on that play.
He did. He got smashed, but what happened? He got the touchdown. That's all that matters. I don't care if I get hit. Coach, I got me a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
They're up by a field goal over Cal. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Hairston. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Great place to start for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Rebels! Great job by the back on the option.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point is good.
UMass 21.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught over the middle. It's Houston. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. UMass comes to the line facing second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab. It's Houston.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the
turning on the Jets at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hairston. And they can't make the connection, and it could... Worse, a penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. This time on target. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a... Down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Oh, the head coach has to be losing his mind after all of these penalties. Now it's 1st and 30. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. And he's dragged down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's good. And they'll knock him down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Dumps it to the back. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Hairston. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. Converts on 4th down. Still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. On the move is the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Johnson. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's good. And they're able to get him down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Minutemen! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab outside. It's Haas. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Caught in the backfield, it's Haas. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Rebels are on the move. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Odo. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
A lot of times you know on 3rd down, in the red zone, you know exactly what you're going to do the next play. You got to the 1. Now it's 4th down. This situation is what you wanted. Go after it. Go for it.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the ground game. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breath. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, UMass. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Coleman. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Haas.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
To the ground with the back. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying play action. Looking for a big gain. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. All wideouts, no backs. To the air, it's Simmons. With the catch, it's Coleman. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
Breaks into the open. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Beebe. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a first down. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback on the keeper. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Man, you talk about all the excitement, emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over. And now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call.
And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
UMass 42. Ole Miss.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw at Simmons. The throw. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Snags it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.